It's everything's all titled correctly. Everything's going. Uh, wait, titled correctly?
Because that one time you named
session 3 I went
session 4.
It's session 5, and we're out of the way. The worst is that there might be like a split second. There might be like a session 5 video besides this one that's 5 seconds and just has the word G-Cuck's model and it ends. But that's worst case scenario. Anyway, we're live. Hello. Welcome. Anybody who's attended. We're about to start our 5th session of
we're about to crush this changeling blood into hardcore meth.
So yeah, that's why I murdered my brother. Oh wait, we're live.
Yeah, I'll help you cover that up later. Anyway, so as we're beginning, I'm just testing the music to see if it's going. Actually, I'll probably wait. Anyway, so I'm gonna do a quick last time on Dragon Ball Z. So basically, what has happened is that, you know, you unchaired a guy who was in my original script just dead and corpse was missing, but I figured if I made him into a chair it'd be slightly funner. I let kind of an intrusive thought went on that one, but now he is in the upper floor of your bus, of the bus, just slightly traumatized still, just shaken, but he's calmed down, and I'm going to have to find a no, I could just use a CG of the bus, and you are all sitting within the confines of it, and this will be a brief snippet to ask him some questions on your 2-hour trek there. 2-hour trek there. I don't know why it's decided to go missing on me. There we go. Now it's there. So, what is the move?
Well, we've got a little bit of time to kill, so I guess we're gonna start asking that dude who has their dedicated list of questions they want to ask. They want to ask Johnny used to be a chair.
I have some questions, but I can let other people go first.
I don't have any off the top of my head, to be completely honest.
Alright, then I guess I'll go. So you mentioned that there were highly advanced corpses around you in a forest?
I'm back. We're in the conference questioning Magic Man, who was your chair. Anyway, he says, "Oh, them." Well, you see, that was a flubbing of words. A more accurate term would be, they were dead guys who had technology that'd probably be more advanced than anything you'll get your hands on. But
so, like a cyborg corpse?
Nah, think a corpse that had some weapons that's like a decade too soon. That kind of stuff. Maybe even
okay, so I feel like I should clarify a little bit. So when you say a decade too soon, do you mean like it's actually technology from the future? Or it's just like super advanced technology?
The latter.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we were introducing time travel yet.
I assume that they shoot bullets.
Most of them do.
Like, a decade is only 10 years. Like, I don't know how much more advanced we could have gotten in 10 years.
Only 10 years?
For a weapon? We're still using guns from Vietnam.
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
Fair enough.
Now the ones that at the site do, however, there's some that'll have even more advanced shenanigans, but those are, above your pay grade and even my pay grade sometimes.
I'm a bit worried that they're gonna go after you.
No, they're not the ones that were involved in kidnapping me and turning me into a chair for, like, 10 years?
Yeah.
So, who was that again? Was that this, changeling guy?
Oh, no, he didn't. That wasn't the guy who turned me into a chair. I have several questions on him, actually, but, it was, Victor. He turned me...
The Victor guy again.
Yeah. I don't remember the shadows under his eyes. I saw his eyes. But he turned me into like a I was in my library. I was dusting off some old books. I heard rumors at the time that Victor had gone missing after a rather traumatic mission. I was leaving the library. He was there like he belonged. And I go to ask if he's doing okay. He walks up to me, finger to my forehead. I start to feel stiffer and stiffer than I usually do. I hear wood creaking. Nice. And then, nothing. Just pure black. Just nothing.
Just absolute stasis.
And then, that was in a warehouse. And there's this changeling guy. And he did something to me, but it strikes me as odd. Because it's close to Rhapsody, where what changeling can do, where a certain sect of them do a forbidden thing where they drain someone. They make somebody. Basically, what they do is they make somebody creative enough where they make the absolute peak of their ability, and then they can never be creative again. And the changeling takes the thing that they made and destroys it, and that turns into basically a power supply for them. But the weird thing is, for me, they made me do a spell, and usually people like me are able to resist that, but I couldn't. And usually I probably would have written a book, but I did a spell instead? Like, it feels highly inconsistent from everything I have researched on changelings. I don't even know if I could find any other supernatural being that does something like it.
So would you say that you were, like, compelled to make something, then?
I was almost like... I was kind of compelled, but it wasn't like I was forced. It was like... Imagine you get a really good idea, and you just have to, like, immediately write it down or do it. It was like that. And that's how Rhapsody works, but it should have been a book. It shouldn't have been a spell. And that's what worries me. It's inconsistent with anything I've seen about changelings.
Have you crafted spells previously, or is this a one-time occurrence?
Well, basically, spells aren't something you really make. It's something where, like, you take, how can I describe this to someone who isn't practicing?
Is it instinct?
It's instinct, but you take, like, two of these, like, things, and you put them together, and you can make a spell out of it. Or you can just use one to make a spell. But it's more a free-form kind of thing. You don't make them, really. But it made me cast a spell. And the only thing I really remember was that I opened a portal. God only knows where. Victor seemed to... recreate it. Just on the spot. Just open a portal. I don't know where it goes. I don't know where he's planning to go with it. I don't... And that's the thing that confuses me, is that... and worries me the most, is I don't know what the plans are. And Malcolm told me that he killed him. And... this... a lot of questions on my end. Just everything from not knowing what the portals go, from being Rhapsody to it being almost inconsistent with any other changeling I've met.
You met more.
I met one, but they didn't. That was a slip of the phrase. The one I met didn't actually practice Rhapsody. They helped me write a book for well, unintentionally helped me with a book. I kind of asked them some questions. I kind of lied and said that it would be secret. I wrote it for a book exclusively for my little scholarly group. Though we don't publish our stuff, we would have gotten whacked if we do. I wonder what they're doing.
To say people like you how different are you saying that you are from regular people? No offense, of course.
No, none taken. So, like, I'm the difference between somebody who is awake and someone who's asleep. You know? I'm a human. I'm not gonna live 100 bajillion years. I don't need to drain essence from mortals in order to live. I don't need to, like, eat anything, eat people. I just, you know, I'm a regular human, but I can do some magic stuff. Or at least I was able to do some magic stuff. You see, while you were off, I casted some... I tried to cast a spell. I tried to turn an apple into concrete. Oldest trick in the book of mine, but wouldn't work. And this was by myself, so all the other complications weren't there. It was just should have worked, but it didn't. So
Have you tried doing any of your other like little? Have you tried doing any of your other like little magical tricks to see if they're ineffective or just they're just nothing?
It's just it's nothing.
Why,
So essentially,
why is turning an apple into concrete the go-to?
it's basically to show other it shows other mages like myself that I'm one of them, you know? You do something that's magical, you know? And turning an apple into concrete, undeniably magic, you know? Would you say that's normal? Turning an apple into concrete?
Yeah, somebody with sleight of hand could probably manage something like that.
How deep the propaganda. Anyway, none of your faults, really. But, well, honestly, without the magic, I'm just exactly like you guys now. Honestly,
Just a guy.
I'm just a guy. No,
You mentioned... Go ahead.
Oh, you know, it's kind of funny. I did some research on vampires, and mages can be more powerful, but it's funny that becoming a vampire in pursuit of power, ironically enough, it seals a mortal away from one of the most powerful types of power there is out there. You know, just seals it off forever. The only thing they can do is a bastardized version of it.
Wait, hold up, real quick. Let me just make sure I'm getting this. If you want to be a wizard, you can't be a vampire.
Yes, but there are vampire wizards that do weird bastardized versions. It's nowhere near as powerful. It's pretty powerful, but it's not on par.
So it's like Timu magic.
Yes.
Okay, writes down in my own writes down on my phone. Wizard
Wait.
wizard cannot be vampire. Remember that.
Well,
Wait.
There is the blood magic.
But there also is but also vampires also can be wizards,
Wait.
but not like the other kind of
Hold-
wizard.
Hold on. What's
How many
team?
kinds of
Wait,
wizard are there?
I'm missing out on something. What's Timu?
Wait, hold on. Do you know what AliExpress is?
He was
AliExpress.
AliExpress is earlier than Timu. You should know. Okay, God, you just are not on the internet whatsoever. Okay, I don't know. Do you know how like China just kind of makes
Dollar
like, shit?
store.
Yeah. like
Okay.
dollar
Oh,
store
it's
stuff, you
is
know?
it like a
I mean-
online dollar store kind of thing?
And you know how like
Probably.
sometimes on like if you were to go on eBay and then there would just be like this like super underpriced version of a thing that's normally super expensive. And it turns out it's just from like some weird like little Chinese reseller. Now imagine there's just a whole website like dedicated to that, but it's also kind of malware a little bit.
It's
Can
it's
we-
just an entire website of people selling knockoff junk.
Yeah, like it's just all trash basically.
I think we can.
Sometimes it's good, but like most of the
Oh,
time.
I get it. All right.
See, we're on the same page.
Anyway, there was mention of Academy. What's that about?
Oh, I was in it when I was initially turned into a chair. It's not anything prestige. It's not anything huge like academy you would go. And It's not like Harry Potter or any academy you guys would go to, but it's a underground place where we go and try to find people like us, and we show them the ways, and we help awaken them, and we help protect them from forces that would not want them around. It should be around, right, Malcolm? Malcolm just kind of looks to the side a bit. No, well, hard if it helps. We've been reconstructing. You know, it's a little there. It's just not. It's not the one that you were kidnapped from. What? I don't understand. What happened? The music just got the music fucking volume fucked. Damn you. The music volume, I jumped up for no reason. But anyway. Well, what happened? Well, I mentioned that I thought I killed Victor. The fight was at the, academy. We lost a lot of people that day. It got bad enough to where even our, even they helped us. Even our enemies had to help us. It was quite bad. And wait, so if it was bad enough where it took out most of the academy, and we needed help from enemies to defeat him, and he's just running around. Oh. Oh shit. I'm gonna try not to process everything that just happened, but also shit. Like this sounds like we are in a very dire. Are these guys mages? No. Well, then why did you? Well, you see, a lot of his activities have been in urban environments, and our work basically means that it would almost be useless inside more populated areas, and these guys, they can get in and out, no big deal. And they can still do it exactly what they always do. I guess you have a point.
I'm not a mage, and then Zach shows him his amulet.
Magical items do not automatically make you a mage. If anything, the crystal itself might be more of a mage than you. No offense.
I guess I got a mage around my neck.
Not yet. Not.
Anyone else get a really ominous feeling just for
You know, for some, I just had the strangest sense of dread come over me for like 2 seconds.
God. You know what? This'll work.
You know, I feel like I suppose I should also ask this just in case, because for all we know, we could be going over like a different alias, and I pull out that campaign poster that Virgil showed off. Does this guy and that guy that Spectacles over here is trying to kill look even remotely familiar? just like showing it to him as like a visual reference.
Landstrom?
Yeah.
Oh, that little. Wait. Let me get the actual CG really quickly. I forgot this song had vocals. I thought I had the instrumental.
What song is this?
It was a random song off of Hit the Space Outlaw.
I thought this was Splatoon. I thought it was Splatoon for a second. No, that's not Splatoon.
Also, hang on. I'm gonna go through the set. I think I got the wrong play. I apologize, folks. It appears that I have received the wrong playlist.
From yourself?
For myself. Let me go get the CG preview. Turn that off. Turn the stream off, and we'll turn it back on when I'm ready. Oh, I did. It was just the other songs were buried underneath some stuff.
Is this thing having issue looping?
Yes, it does have some weird like looping issues. Actually, you know what, this song will work. We'll hit loop. And of course, right when it's like most inconvenient, my cat's like, I went in your room now. There we go. There we go. That's a hell of a lot better. Oh. Anyway. Oh, that guy, he was like a up and coming politician. The only reason why I even know about him was I heard there are rumors that he might be of the night walking variety. But
okay, yeah, you guys don't really cross beams, yeah. Alright, just wanted to make sure.
By the way, stream to Discord.
I forgot.
It's surprisingly empty in this room that we're full of right now. Now there's so much life in here and ambience.
I will mention, I'm looking at like the issues with the looping, and somebody's mentioning that it's only has issues looping if it's in a playlist.
That
yeah.
Keep in mind this is from 2 years ago, but
nah,
it
that's
seems
still
like that might
accurate,
be-
baby.
also this is a mini.
Really? I don't have any issue with looping in a playlist.
It's a
But
mini player. It's a mini player. That way I could still skip songs while it's the CG.
Oh, I have
It
weird
to be a
stuff.
separate window.
Yeah.
It looks like a.
Yeah, no, like.
Oh,
Yeah, no, like you can just have two different things open up. It's fine. You know.
Would it
The
wait?
mini player.
Would it play the audio for you guys though?
Yeah, no, it would. Like, so long, like, regardless of how many windows are open, you're just capturing the application itself.
All right.
Context: I streamed something to Rindy once on YouTube, and she watched the entirety of it, and then she said, "Why did I hear like Moist Critical in the background?"
All right. I'll turn this off on Discord real quick.
Which
Go
I had
for
a,
Hunter the
had a
Reckoning.
Moist Critical stream on.
That's
in the background on a different window.
that's how I tabbed through like 5 different playlists while we were doing D&D.
I have a question. Can you hear the music now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, holy shit! That changes like my entire life. Oh my god.
For
Oh,
better or for worse?
better. I feel like I wasn't breathing right. I feel.
And thus God gifted us down onto the heaven for helping us with the playlist, just like a bunch of bonus XP.
I will give
breaking
you.
the game balance.
I might give you some bonus points for this. Holy shit. Like, oh my god, I feel like I have gone my entire life crawling and you guys taught me how to walk.
You see, the trick that you do is that you tell people you're gonna give them like a random innocuous point value that's unique to you specifically, and then you say that you do something with it, and then you don't do anything with it actually. But it makes them feel good in the moment.
But it would be really funny if I did something with it, but like in a way that wouldn't have them expect it. But anyway.
A free reroll.
Anyway, so a free hint, no. Anyway, so we're back to this guy. He's like, oh yeah, I guess he was a mare night walker. We don't interact much. You hear, however, Malcolm, like from like a bit of the come back up after like parking in an area. And he's like, holy shit, lads. I thought it would be like an 8-hour drive or something. No, we're halfway there. I think we're like almost there already.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fast,
Fuck.
fast, fast.
Fuck, I was gonna take a nap after this. God damn it.
Well, it'd be like an hour. You have like an hour to nap if you want.
Oh,
Take a
wow.
nap for an hour.
Oh, I mean, did we
That's
still
true.
did we have any more questions?
Is Mothman real?
That's a complicated one. but the short answer is that there have been different things that have been classified as Mothman. And I'm unsure which is, like, the more common, like, agreed upon thing. But in the area it's from, there's multiple very similar looking Mothman creatures. Very different types, very different species, but they're all close enough to where it's... Basically, it's multiple.
So,
You know what? I'll take that answer. I'm gonna go take a nap now.
do
You
we
know,
have any additional... do we know any other mages that can help?
Apparently, most of my colleagues are dead, according to Malcolm. Well, lad, the only few that were left over either didn't believe me, or they didn't want to be involved in, fighting the man who killed most of their, colleagues.
And you mentioned having enemies. Who that help you? Who are these enemies?
Basically, the reason why you guys didn't know magical shit existed until very recently. It's a whole other can of worms. I would be here all day.
Will we have to worry about them?
I don't think so. Unless, like, for some reason, like, Victor wormed his way into them and has, like, found a way to control them, and I don't think that's likely.
As long as we're not followed.
Just out on a limb. I don't know if you know this or not, but I might as well shoot my shot, right?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Is the government controlled by lizards?
No, there's been however, there's...
Okay, but before you go, storyteller, you just see Seven leap out of his chair and, like, Tiger Wood, like, this, like, does the fist bump. Fucking Ryan owes me $50!
Wait, Ryan?
Who fuck is Ryan?
But there's a guy at my organization named Ryan. He's insisted that the lizard people run the government, and I told him that even in the world that we live in with fucking vampires, that shit seems kind of cray-cray.
There was no closest, like, nah, I don't think so. At most, maybe, like, one guy is like, lizard adjacent, but I don't know. I don't know enough. The last guy I knew who looked into him, was lost in the conflict, we'll say.
Oh, shit.
It's been a back and forth.
Alright, well, we'll let you have whatever conversation you need with Malcolm, or do you have any questions for us?
I have a couple. Question one. Are you guys, you guys are like normal people, right? Average humans?
Ostensibly.
Relatively.
Relatively.
I am an accountant.
I'm
So-
a YouTuber.
Some might consider me mentally insane, but I don't think I am.
Huh. You know, I think the weirdly skinny guy with the weird would be the more anyway, I guess my main point is you're all average. So did something happen to get you involved in something much larger than yourselves?
Shall we just say we relay
Got a weird
our
letter from that
backstories?
guy.
Backstory.
Backstory.
Ah.
A pretty long time to explain the tragedies of the Arkham family.
I killed a vampire and then I got a weird letter from that guy.
No offense, I
killed
don't know you enough to really go into my backstory.
Okay, I guess my main point is I just wanted to make sure that you guys are ready to go up against people who turn other people into, like, furniture.
For the most part.
Woo,
Uh,
I love furniture people.
Alright.
I've read them in Echo.
There's like six. You know what? There's like 6 of you. I'm sure it'll be fine. That's like. Yeah, that's all I really have for you guys in particular. My main questions are for Malcolm, and I just want to know what went wrong with everything on our end. And I want a mug root beer. Fuck, I've been wanting one of those.
We have about 4 drinks in the mini fridge.
Great. I'm gonna take 2 ibuprofen and then
none of
sleep
those
for like
are
an
root beer.
hour-ish.
It's what we got.
You know, I'd probably be able to manifest it if I still had my shit in order. Or if it still worked.
Can
Oh,
Malcolm
got frog
manifest
gold
it?
here.
Actually, I have another question. Actually, now we brought up magic.
Uh,
So magic is. Oh wait, hold on. Out of character. Did he bring up the fact that or did we overhear the fact that magic is only really useful around people that are fucking believers of magic? That thing that was dropped in the middle of that conversation.
It did kind of imply that.
Okay, implied. Then never mind.
I think it was just mentioned that it's like doesn't work around they can't really do it around large amounts of people or won't do it.
It's risky to do. Well, basically, it's risky to do around a large amount of people. You can still do it, but you gotta cover your ass, or you may be facing some unforeseen consequences.
Like massive splash damage towards everyone.
A little bit.
He-Man coming after you?
Maybe that too. It's random. All sorts of shit could happen. Your hair could like catch on fire. Maybe we don't know. There's no consistency of the consequences, but there always are some.
So
As long as I never go bald from magic, I don't care.
He looks at Malcolm and looks at you, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine."
Look, I'm pretty. From what I understand, I technically be getting my dad's genetics, and I don't want to live. I don't want to be the only girl who goes bald in her old age. God damn.
This being the visual like thing of him looking at Malcolm. But anyway, yeah, I guess unless you guys have one more thing, I'm gonna inhale, exhale, and just talk to Malcolm about everything.
Virtual's gonna go pet dog.
Zach will also pet dog and then hop on Minecraft.
I don't think we have a computer.
Good luck trying to find a place to sleep. I have no idea where we're gonna put you.
Oh,
we have an extra sleeping bag, I think.
Also,
doesn't that go to Dr. Tim's fucking? I'm sorry, I don't mean to say that in a negative way. I just start using excess profanity when I get tired. His
nephew,
grandson, nephew.
I think we had a few sleeping bags.
I apparently have something. I've been informed that I do, in fact, have a bed setting for me.
Oh.
Okay,
I was worried they were gonna say that he has a chair to sleep on.
You know what? He can sleep in the glove box.
It might.
I've come to the understanding that yes, he can in fact sleep in the glove box.
You know? Yeah. It's funny, I never thought I'd ever actually... Wait. Malcolm, this isn't what I think it is it? Oh, what's the matter? Oh, no, you didn't. He looks around. Oh, is this that fucking tour bus that the Arcanum used to have, the disguise? What was the fucking show we'd label on it? Is this that fucking George Lopez show tour bus with a different coat of paint?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Does it play Lowrider?
Oh, please tell me it still has the lowrider, hog thing. Unfortunately, the wheel was destroyed in the battle. Oh, very convenient. Very convenient excuse for the storyteller to not play copyrighted music on stream.
Yeah, you know, if you're like a powerful wizard, can't you just like fill this thing up with as many amenities as you need? Not you, unfortunately. I know you're going through some stuff right now. I mean, Mr. Malcolm. I wanted to call you Malcolm McDowell. That's a very different person.
Well, lass, here's the thing. Yeah, I couldn't because of, like, belief and all that. And I can think of a couple ways, but, there'll have to be little pit stops and due to the consensus belief and all that, it basically you would have to vote for one amenity at a time. Well, one set at a time.
So if we all think really hard, can we just get like an improbable fireplace here somewhere?
Fireplace? That's,
It would
No.
be a bit conspicuous.
A bit
from the
conspicuous. It
outside
has
of
to
the
be
windows.
something believable.
Oh, that's conspicuous, but not the fucking infinite storage space?
Well, like, nobody could
Ideally-
see that.
It's only conspicuous if you open it.
It's like it's not a bright iridescent light.
Yeah, no one's going to see that. And, so, like, yeah, it would have to be come to a
Where's
vote.
the soot gonna go?
Exactly. Where is it? In the,
I mean, it's okay. So like, okay, but like hypothetically, if we were to like have like a storage cube that was built into the wall, and that storage cube just happened to have a fireplace, a magic fireplace in it, that would be fine. But if I just want an outright fireplace, and like, oh no, there's a whole deluge of fucking magic bullshit we have to go through.
I tried.
Okay, to be fair, why would you want the fire inside the bus? Because we've been inhaling all that fucking smoke.
That's
It's
a
just like
Ocean is no
you know,
joke.
but yeah, like there's electric fireplaces. You don't need a literal one. It's
What,
just a
gas
heater.
fireplace?
also it works off of like belief, and because you all believe in like smoke inhalation, it would probably fuck you guys up.
Wait, hold on. You said it's based on belief?
Ah, it's a complicated mess.
I need to ask this. I need to know. If I face the guy who turned our good friend over here into a chair, and he tries to say or go and cast me into a chair, can I, through enough willpower, just go no and lie to myself that it's not real, even though I know it's real now?
Oh, I think
Yeah.
you knowing it's real may cause a problem.
Yeah, but I also
Well,
know
okay.
that I'm not a chair.
Okay, one,
I mean, yeah.
knowing, and two, in order to be, you can be more resistant to it, but that takes years of training if you want to go down that route.
I mean, if you think about
Because
this,
ever since I've gone into my duty as a theoretical hunter of the supernatural, and keeping a vigilant eye on the humanity during the time that goes bump in the night, as they say, I've always wanted to reply back to the supernatural horrors with "nuh-uh" and have it work.
So is that like the creed or whatever organization you're from?
Yeah, but usually we kind of just watch. We kind of make sure people are okay. You know, kind of like, well,
Maybe
I know, policing.
Yeah, we have like a creed you guys recite.
if it was
No.
a really lame wizard.
okay, how about so like alternate. All right, listen. All right, so we can nix the fireplace. Okay, fine. I can just figure out another way to get like heating in this place. Now, alternative question. One that might be more feasible. Can you just like manifest like a pull down that's like soundproofing for each of our little cabins, so that our little bunk, so that way we can have like time to ourselves. Like actually, I'm not saying I needed to like do certain things, but it would be nice if there was just like a private place that we have, because currently we all share a single living space, and I don't know about you, but I just kind of need like 2 seconds to myself sometimes.
There's a bathroom.
Yeah,
Wait, where's the bathroom?
Don't
It's
That's why the-
masturbate in the shared bathroom. Don't do that.
it's right next to the
Oh.
stairs on the way up.
So if you're telling me that if I were to go into the bathroom and start shouting, none of you would hear me, right?
Yeah, it was built for originally, well, in the original purpose, the person it was built for was rather, had hidden anxieties, and the bathroom was also built to help conceal them.
Okay,
George
good.
Lucas?
All right. You know what? That's all I needed to know. All right, cool. I'm glad we
Also,
established that there's a privacy zone. It's in
Uh,
some capacity on this fucking place.
Oh,
Out
people
of
have to use it.
character- Out of character, is this bus not heated? I figured the bus was heated.
Also, the bus is heat.
I just assumed there were blankets.
Also, there are blankets. I guess,
And there's a climate control system on the bus.
I don't know how like buses with living spaces work, but I figured there was like a vent somewhere with heating.
I guess like well, basically, if there's a new thing you want, after we get to a good point, and whenever it's right, I'll let you know when. If you gather around the table you can all vote upon what you want, and we can I'll try to see if I can manifest it. Out of character, this will essentially be, if you guys get a point, you can choose to either invest it in any of the safe house merits to upgrade the boss.
I can't believe that we're gonna use the power of manifestation to create a fucking Hearthfire Skyrim-esque upgrade system.
You can just buy a space heater. Like there are desk heaters, or
Does
just
this place
space
have-
heaters.
Does this place have outlets?
You just
There's a
open the
TV
glove
and a
compartment and
fridge.
17 hot hands fall out.
I wish I didn't sell my kerosene stove.
We have both a TV and a fridge in
Don't
here.
don't
Yes, there's
operate a
outlets.
kerosene stove in an enclosed space. That's
Also, you
no,
probably
don't
shouldn't
do
use a
that.
space heater in a moving vehicle over. If that shit falls over, this entire place will be up in flames.
Not really. It's just a vent. It's just a
Well,
fan.
they got ones these days that shut off automatically when they fall over.
I have a space heater.
The-
In my, like out of character, I have a space heater in my bedroom. That thing's not gonna catch anything on fire.
It's like the
You can try.
the X-chair mage, decides to get up and just kind of watch TV while you're all talking about the inconsistency. You hear like the TV going, hey, it's like get your enlargement pills today. Hi, did you know you have welcome breaking news in the Cincinnati area? And he's like, do you guys want to watch the local news or?
Turn that up.
He turns it
Turn
up.
that up.
Breaking news in the Cincinnati zone. Increased gang violence has happened in the town of Cincinnati. Local authorities say that they are looking into it. We don't really know why it would be here of all places. This wasn't exactly a place that we used to know for gang violence, but it's been getting rough out there. Ignore me slipping into Malcolm for half a second for this random interviewed cop.
This cop is very Irish.
Is
Scottish, you mean?
gosh, and yeah, it was just it cuts to a civilian. It's like, look, if it was just a gunshot and like some drugs, that'd be like okay. But I saw a man in like pieces and like in a back alleyway. This is just kind of like fucked. Like I would be okay with it if they looked like they were doing this shit like with the mask of like doing it humanely, but this is just this is fucked.
You need to get like a soundboard with like the sensor beep every time you like swear to really make it authentic.
I do.
Wow, they're really like freeform with the swearing on these live broadcasts. I'm kind of surprised.
Another
I've only ever been to Cincinnati once, and that was back in 2016 when that happened.
Did you
Oh,
vote
was
for
the-
Trump?
Was the incident in Cincinnati? You're the incident?
No,
Happened in
Oh,
2016 in
Zoo.
Cincinnati.
Oh, fuck.
It's kind
If
for
that- if something
anybody.
happened in Cincinnati, like in real life, I have no idea.
All right, okay. So here's the thing. Let me get the character sheets. Let me get the character stats really quickly because I'm gonna make anybody for you specifically. I'll tell you if you make a dice roll.
All right.
Kind of this roll.
That's I'm looking into the stats.
Working on that now.
Yeah. So like intelligence plus you're trying.
Streetwise?
No, you're trying to like remember. Nope. I would say. I'm trying to think of like what would be like a remembering check.
Well, I mean, do we
intelligence.
have to have a remembering check? Wouldn't we just know?
This is more of a
It's
joke rule.
history.
You know what?
Oh.
Intelligence plus is history a thing?
Oh wait, no, not history. That's a D&D thing.
No.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. I was gonna say you know what? Intelligence plus intelligence plus like awareness.
All right.
Insight,
Where are
maybe?
you of the news at that
Oh
point in
fuck
time?
me! Intelligence plus insight. I was wrong.
Okay.
Uh,
what's the
difficulty-
success threshold for that?
I'll just say difficulty like 2. This is a joke roll.
Oh, okay. So I got a 10, a 3, a 3, and a 2. So I don't remember shit.
You don't remember
Two
anything.
rolls.
The only thing you can remember. I thought it did. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that would be a success.
Oh, is it a 2? Oh, yeah, then no, I did do it. Yeah, no, I guess.
So you remember this events that are vaguely ape-related.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The fucking monkey that everybody tried to vote into presidency.
Dicks out for Harambe, everybody.
Dicks out for Harambe.
It's been 9 years.
Fucking
Wolf
years.
still hasn't recovered.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't get why you guys still remember that. I don't think it was that funny or tragic, I guess. I mean, no. Okay, at the time it was
How
tragic
dare
because it
you?
was like... How,
You
okay,
dare
but
you.
fucking bitch! How dare you?
Actually, hey AC,
Uh.
how willing are you going to be for me to play within a bit right here?
Let me double. It really depends on what. It depends. I don't know what the bid is.
Actually, there.
he's percolating, I think.
Yeah.
Is
No,
concocted
I'm
it.
typing DMing AC right now.
Oh, okay. You were
Uh.
dead silent. I was confused.
Well, it's kind of hard to type when you have it your push to talk is control.
So, alright.
AC, will you play with that bit?
Alright. That's my condition.
What you're saying is we're allowed to barter with the storyteller for bits.
Okay.
If they're not
You brought up
serious.
the zoo incident that happened in 2016. I know the guy who pulled the trigger.
What?
Yeah, he was
Like
actually part of the found. He's actually a part of like our
Guys
group.
talking about that gorilla that got shot like a decade ago.
I mean, hey, listen, I wasn't the one that brought it up. I just know the guy who took the shot.
You talk about this simian creature like he's John F. Kennedy.
You know
That
the
was a turning
zookeeper who
point
shot
in the
the
world.
gorilla?
Honestly, at this point, if you weren't versed in anything internet related, you'd swear to God that this gorilla was of the same stature.
Everything went bad in the world after Harambe died.
Anyways, yeah, I know the guy who took the shot.
Slap him in the face for me.
All right.
Can we recruit him?
Really good shot, actually. Funny enough.
Well,
I
I
would
mean, I
assume
can imagine.
so.
I mean, if he got the guy, then like, yeah,
Well,
no,
he
he's a
didn't
pretty good
miss.
shot, I imagine.
You gotta be.
You better make it hurt. You better kill him in one shot.
so
Alright, can we do next bit?
I will say, as
like,
Malcolm chimes in with, we're almost there. I think we can actually see the skyline from here. Actually,
Oh,
That's
really?
crazy. Do you want to? Do you guys want to keep talking about a zoo incident that happened for the next
No,
hour?
hold on.
I want to play a video game. I
A
want
question
to
about mages.
I want to kill werewolf. I want to kill vampire. I want to
How-
kill. I want to
how
kill you.
long-
Get over here.
How long does it take for a mage to turn you into a chair?
depends. It takes longer if you yourself are a mage. Whole battle of wits and all, complicated. But yeah, that's my answer. It's pretty simple.
Do we still have the chair, or do we just freeze?
So the answer is it depends.
Yeah, you
So,
have
like,
the.
is it could I stab him before he turned me into a chair?
Depends on how powerful the mage is, and if anything is to go off of this guy, it seems like he can do it instantaneously now.
So like,
How much do you have to concentrate? Like, if he was turning someone else into a chair, could I, like, walk up behind him and stab him while he was focused on that?
If he was any other, you probably could, actually, but this guy
Still a
seemed
range.
nuts. This guy seemed nuts, even compared to others like us, so I don't know.
Do we have
You
a
know,
range that we're working with? Does he have to touch you, or can he do it from a distance?
I think it's pretty much within his eye shot, but I don't. He had to poke me in the forehead, but I don't think it's complicated.
He might be more powerful now.
Oh
hold
yeah,
on a
for sure.
second. Honestly, and my
But
character
we
pulls
should
up-
be ready to shoot this guy the second we see him, though, yes?
Oh, probably for sure.
Okay.
Are mages
you know,
bullet resistant?
Hold on a second. I need like a visual. I'm forgetting the name. Oh yeah, this. All right. Apologies that I'm using this as the throughway for the analogy point. But then I shove a picture of this in his face for audio listeners. It's the spell
Now,
counter
people can see
spell
the
from magic. I mean,
Gen
just in case they're
chat.
just in case they aren't like paying attention to the screen, basically. Like, can you just do this to the guy? Like, can you just counterspell it?
Why is Miku there?
Because there
Is
was a
that-
Miku thing that happened.
Is
Why-
that
I see.
why is Hatsune Miku on a magic?
Why is that person have horns taking a picture of that girl with blue hair? And
I-
where the fuck is that? Why is it winter?
Is it,
I
the
don't want
of
to.
those
I don't want to say the
internet
first thing that
memes.
entered my mind when I saw the guy in the horn.
the ex chair mage guy says, is that Weather Report?
Why?
Oh, so
by the
he
way,
doesn't know
Nar-
he doesn't know what AliExpress is, but he does
read
know
the
what
original.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6 is.
Okay, to be fair, that came out in like 2009. No, wait, even before that actually.
AliExpress has been around for longer than that.
By the way, Nora asked a little while ago, what's this guy's name again?
Oh, Adam.
I don't
Oh,
think.
wow.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he told us.
I think he did actually. It's just been a
He
while.
did.
The bus driver was the one who didn't tell us. I think.
Say the guy told you his name. The storyteller forgot until like you told me.
Wait, hold on. I have to apologize. Stono, if you write it in 2009, then yeah, no, that would actually be exactly 1 year before AliExpress. So you know what? I'll give it to him.
So, are mages bullet resistant? If we shoot this guy, will he go down?
Depends on
Will-
it depends on the mage. It's just this is my first day of freedom. We're pulling in the city. I want me a mug root beer. But yeah, it depends on the mage. But
I do have bad news for you. They discontinued mug root beer 5 years ago.
They what?
They?
No,
No.
I'm fucking with you. No, it's still
Oh.
around.
Yeah, I was about to say make a dice roll, but you said I'm fucking with you. I'm like, okay, never mind.
I believed you.
Oh, you fucking dickhead. Ah.
Alright, should we advance the story?
Yeah, you get.
Can we, while he's having his mug of root beer, can I have something, Seven do something, show him something?
We haven't gotten into the city yet. He can't have his mug root beer, but you're in the city actually. You just haven't stepped off.
Okay.
Yes, but unfortunately, you guys see the sky. You guys are in the city. It is a let me get a different sound. It's a different kind of vibe being in a place where the buildings are actually like tall and not in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's a different vibe.
City.
It's a city. The city of Cincinnati. And
Got
as
that
you're
perfect.
looking, you notice you notice there's like tall buildings, a bunch of art museums, and a weird dedication to a president whose only known feat is getting stuck in a bathtub.
President Taft?
Yeah, there is a Taft Museum
That was
here.
from Cincinnati.
Yep. You can look that up too.
Wait, how many hospitals are in the hospital district?
There's like 3 of them.
Hospital district.
And there's also like a medical university. Like, I was looking into this shit, and I couldn't believe it either. It's just packed full of, like, there's a medical university.
Is it called the hospital district in
No.
real life?
No, it's not. I called it that to make it simple.
He needs mouse bites to live.
I like how the observatory district is like 7 city blocks south of the
Very
observatory.
The observatory can observe a lot of things, specifically within
Man,
that
the city
square.
The city planner for Cincinnati was crazy with the way he was mapping this place out. Holy shit.
I was thinking of making it, like, more, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to increase the size of the observatory area to fit the map because it'd be more interesting and funny.
just take the little pip of the observatory that's there and just stretch it out to be that entire square. Like literally the hugest thing in Cincinnati is just one big giant observatory. You're looking
really
at the
big
fucking
observatory.
it's like the fucking Shinra building from FF7.
I can
Just
see
like,
the whole next galaxy from here.
No, and as you go, you see you take in, like, you're in the riverfront area as you enter, but you know of the sights: the giant hospital district, the weirdly colossal observatory district, the parks, the university grounds, and downtown, and yeah. So you're just kind of looking around. What strikes your fancy first?
Okay, so do we see anything like specific? Are there like miniature maps for each district here, or
There
is this what we
are.
got?
There are, but you have to pick the district to get your mini.
Where are we?
In the riverfront area. Now, here's the thing. There are other stuff that Google marked on it, but I only marked in the red pen thingy 3 locations, and there's way more. But I'll disclose that. This is where you're at.
I can barely read those.
I can read them, so don't worry. I got everybody covered.
What does it say?
Italian restaurant, library, and barcade. There's also a couple parks.
Is this barcade Bobby Mackey's?
It is. I do not believe it is.
Wait, okay, so I'm gonna ask Malcolm what our objective even is.
Well, you said there's a couple things to do here. Well, while I was investigating, Victor, there were, after his disappearance, I thought there were some rumblings of him here, and I didn't even think there was enough proof to be credible, but after you mentioned a man who punched a man through a table who was apparently from the area.
Right, that guy. I forgot about him.
I have a feeling he may know, but he may not. But I figured, I'd figure a good look around. Hell, there might be an old building of supernatural interest here that might have a clue. Who knows? This is the one area I haven't actually looked into that much.
Do you guys want to eat some Italian restaurant?
Like,
Sure, let's go have some Italian food.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna ignore like you just saying
Say,
something that's,
what?
like utterly grammatically incorrect. Yes,
Let's
I
eat-
do.
You guys,
I do want to eat Italian restaurant right
I
now.
do like me a good Italian meal.
Sure.
you guys decided to start by ripping pieces of the concrete.
Oh wait,
No, okay.
actually, before we
Tear
move,
down this establishment, board by board.
by the way, something I forgot. So can we just rewind slightly and say I did a attempt again at getting the money from that money card?
Alright. As the bus kind of like parks and you're all deciding what
Money
to
card.
do, you obtained this, what you just called just now, a money card. And you have
this is the benefit of doing this shit at like the ass end of the night because everybody's just a little bit off kilter.
I am a little tired.
So you have the global access, intel plus technology, difficulty 4, you're gonna use money trap to drain his money. Intel plus
Alright,
tech.
so int plus tech. Let's see, that's gonna be, give me a second here, 3 and 3, so second. And what's the difficulty?
4.
Fuck! What? Oh man, that was awful. Alright, you know what? I replenished my willpower. I'm gonna try again. What the fuck? Alright, I will have to wait another day, I guess. So I don't get locked out.
Okay, so you try to like go into it and you're trying to crack into it, but you notice security's a little bit tighter now. As you're trying, and you notice in the software the firewall's just ever slightly tougher after he went missing.
Holy shit, that is the fastest software update I've ever seen.
I mean, Ken was kind of loaded, so.
I mean, yeah, but like you gotta like I'm somebody who does like software dev stuff. Even if they unless it's like an urgent like software issue, it takes like weeks to get out a fix like that.
I will say this is also being told from his perspective, so for all he knows, it's a super advanced upgrade. When in reality,
True.
it could literally just be a 0 turning into a 1.
You know, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be perfectly honest. I think if we wait another day, it's just gonna like go to the bank at that point. Cause like I don't think that money belongs to anybody at this point. We might if you can't get it now, we might as well just give up on it. I'm gonna be honest.
Should I spend another willpower to make an attempt here?
If you want to have less willpower when you enter the city, you can.
How do I get superficial willpower back again? It's every session and something else.
If you follow your goal, was how it worked.
All right, AC. Will I be locked out if I wait another day? I assume not.
If you wait 2 days, in games tomorrow is your last shot.
All right, I'll wait. I'll hold off then.
Now, you're going to the Italian restaurant.
We go into the Italian.
Is our next chair buddy with us?
He wants a mug root beer, or just any root beer, so he was kind of dragged along.
Okay.
Thankfully enough, his wallet was still in his pocket when he got de-chaired.
Also, I'd like to ask, did we, from that news thing, did we get info on where that happened?
There was reported to be in a house near the park.
Well, then that
The-
should be where we go next.
Okay. Hey, Steph.
Yeah, what's up?
Can I borrow your phone for like 5 minutes? Literally. 5
Sure.
Okay. Seven's gonna go up to our matron who wants the root beer. He's probably enjoying his root beer.
Hey man, what's up?
Question. Do you recognize this man? And he just shows him this image.
Uh,
You recognize
in
him.
dice rolls.
uh,
Yeah, so the chat would see.
Oh.
you know,
I
you know what's something I could do, right? I can just like do this.
Oh god!
Why does this look like a mugshot of him?
I didn't know who Germa was until like 2021.
Now the guy looks at it, he's like, isn't this some like Team Fortress 2 YouTuber?
Damn, you do know him. Shit. All right.
during the like 10 seconds that he was doing that bit, I got bored, instinctively went to go look at my phone, and then realized when I didn't have it anymore, I got frustrated and looked like mildly annoyed for 2 seconds before finally getting the phone back.
You get your phone, you're greeted by this face. So
Dude, I feel like by the end of this fucking campaign, I'm gonna turn Seven into like this weird mishmash of Russian Badger / some fucking like Germa fan.
you're staring into the face of Germa 985. What do you do? Do you just swipe off?
I swipe off, and then I immediately load up, I don't know, Denless Zone 0. I
What?
make sure to turn the audio off because I'm not rude.
Damn, not socializing with us, taking out the phone at a restaurant. How rude.
I can do both.
We know you're not gonna do both.
I'm a big fan of, that was me testing being able to see the playlist, by the way. It was grabbing the ominous music for Jeremiah. You're eating.
You
And
should really get a Seven. I know you don't want a phone because people can track you with it, but you should really that it's useful to have one.
No, the phone is the devil. Don't get one.
they're also,
just get-
Only
like, get-
bit I wanted to do, it's fine.
Just get an Android or something. Actually, how do you know who Germa is? Do you just like watch his streams when you happen to have somebody else's computer?
Um,
You see, Germa's secretly a vampire.
no.
You know,
Germa's
actually,
not a
I'm kind of
vampire.
could've fooled
inclined to
me.
believe that, to be honest.
I,
know what,
He's a
never mind.
I
fucking
actually
thin
know
blood.
Germa. Seven's gonna attempt to lie out his fucking ass.
You just,
could've fooled
I
me.
like to believe that because of that turn, I like to believe that like Seven just saw that guy's face one day and thought, this guy looks funny.
Germa is the one that shot Harambe.
so as you're discussing Jeremiah, Harambe, and eventually...
No, wait, I was doing a live. I want to do a dice roll. I want to see if Seven
Oh
can
my
convince the
God.
others that he does know Germa, because he doesn't.
and
Would there be a contested dice roll? What would that be?
What would the difficulty to trick Steph be?
Alright, so here is the thing. Here's how it's going to work. So I will say for no difficulty, let me look at character creation so I can get the stats on the wiki really quickly. Joshi for 7 will have to roll a manipulation plus subterfuge roll. No difficulty, and whatever number of successes he gets is the difficulty that somebody will have to roll to see through the lie.
And what is the roll to see through the lie?
That would be
Insight.
that would be wits Wits plus insight.
Virgil doesn't know who this is. He doesn't care. He's just enjoying the Italian music.
So
Well,
I
actually, no,
just need to
German is.
roll like. I just need to roll. Well, there's no difficulty.
Fuck.
Then whoever wants to call it out has to roll against the difficulty, right?
I turned around to my right and I got jump scared by the image of Sherma. It's full screen on my right monitor. I need you to know.
So the difficulty is a 0, is what we've done here.
Alright,
I just instinctively do not believe him in the slightest. And it's like, yeah, sure you do, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh.
You don't have to like you don't have to like impress anybody. Like you can just like I mean I imagine you probably get into like some kind of cultural osmosis. You know, like it's like that. I mean, like, you know that guy who's like on those photos where it's like, have you seen this man? And it's like this creepy like hodgepodge of like other people. That's kind of like what Germa is for people.
I think he's a revenant.
I will bet Karen Lady knows after me that I know this guy.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, do you want to like elaborate on that actually? Like, who's this girl who keeps coming after you?
Okay. First job I ever did when I was starting out. Chasing some kind of undead. We weren't sure if it was like a vampire or something. Just know it wasn't really, you know, a living thing.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm new, my ass carrying around an M16 walks into a fully illuminated neighborhood at like 9 p.m.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Because I was, I think.
How old are you?
17, 16, I think.
That's too old. You should have known better, even as a 17-year-old.
I didn't got internet, dude.
Did nobody tell you that it was a bad idea to walk into like a suburban neighborhood? What state was this in?
Wyoming.
I guess you might be able to get away with it depending where you are in Wyoming.
Anyways, walking through like illuminated neighborhood. It was like 9 a.m. or p.m. Kind of walking through. Lady out on her fucking smoke break apparently. Fucking sees me, and I'm like, oh, it's airsoft, and stuttered horribly because I'm like a teenager.
Man.
You want to tip on it?
She then goes, I'm going to call the police. And I just started running. And that's when my uncle picked me up in his van.
So, you feel...
Wait, hold on. This lady who saw you on her smoke break, how old are you now? 7 years ago, has been hunting you across America?
So, as you talk about bringing an M16 into a public area, somebody approaches towards the table, 1 foot over the other. It's a waiter. He's approaching the table. You know.
Perfect.
So, what are you going to continue to talk about bringing a gun into a neighborhood with this neighbor approaching, or are you going to make a check to kind of lower your voice or not?
What's the check?
If you did that, it would be composure plus stealth.
I'll do that.
Difficulty.
Can I help by like talking to the waiter and like distracting him?
That lowers it to a difficulty 4.
Okay, I'll do that. Oh, perfect, a waiter. I was getting hungry.
As this is happening and the
down the
waiter is
waiter.
like staring super intently at the two of them, I like very briefly hold my head in my hand. We're so fucking bad at this.
Difficulty 4, yeah.
Yeah.
With Zach distracting me.
I'm gonna use willpower.
You tap into the only magical power that you lot seem to possess. Run that back!
Just reroll failures. Was that it, or do I reselect?
I think it's reroll failures.
Reroll failures.
Mm-hmm.
2. Womp. So, the waiter heard. Now, because there's a 10, he heard the M16 part.
Wait. Actually, I want to say this. There's a 10 in there.
It adds up to 3. So he does
Oh,
not. So
shit.
he misses the undead part. I will give you that. He doesn't hear it, but he does hear the bringing a gun into a neighborhood for a job.
It's America.
Although it is America, it's a little bit odd. But the waiter,
It is Wyoming.
the waiter's like, you brought a gun to a suburban area?
Yeah, I was cleaning it for my uncle. He wanted me to clean it.
Oh. You know, oh, it was for your uncle. Oh, it was for a job. Never, not for a job. Then never mind. I thought you said it was for a job.
I did.
Oh,
It's a job. My uncle
oh,
paid me money to do it. That's a job.
oh. Wait, roll. I'm gonna need you to roll something.
Oh my god!
You
What do you need me to
sound-
roll?
You become like defensive about it now.
Composure.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
What of it? What of it? It was a job. What of it?
Composure plus manipulate. No, composure plus subterfuge. Difficulty 3. No, 4.
Can I also help out? Can I help out by
Can I go get some
suggesting
waters?
by saying, yeah, his uncle is a real gun nut over here, and just point to Dr. Arkham.
Difficulty 3.
They look
can I assist by
anything
distracting him?
alike.
They don't need to. It's like uncle. That's enough.
I guess.
Oh my god!
You only have 3.
There's a part in my character's mind where I'm considering should I start yelling that I'm going into labor?
What do you mean I still lost?
What the hell is your manipulation?
No,
Manipulation, it's at 0.
now everything stops.
Oh wait, not my manipulation. My manipulation's at 2.
Now everything stops.
My subterfuge is 0.
Everything stops. So he's like, okay, stop. You're doing it for a job. I don't think it's your uncle. But he says something, it's like, he looks around. He's like, if anybody else, they'd probably be calling the cops. But I think, are you looking to make some money? You guys? You're new in town. And, if your friend here, is good with firearms, you can net yourself a fair amount of cash.
Whoa, man. I think you're misunderstanding my term of.
Wait.
I
Hold
think
on,
I'm
hold on,
understanding
hold on.
pretty well. Go
Well,
on.
hold on. Yeah, wait. What's the job?
Well, it's one of those things where it's kind of like a generic, but basically it would be smuggling, Like you said, you bring a gun to a dead drop, but to get the details, tonight, you would want to go to the botanical gardens. There is a abandoned little there's a little door. It says staff only. It's an abandoned west wing. You want to knock to the rhythm of I don't know what it is, but it's the nah, that's too generic. And then when you open it, there'll be a disgruntled security guy.
2 bits and a haircut.
Yeah. He will be mad at you. If he'll be mad at you, but you need to ask
Shave and
him.
a haircut, 2 bits.
But then you ask him, there's something, it's about the time. We're interested, no, ask him what time it is. Nah. If he'll
Can I have
look,
some waters, please?
he says out loudly,
You don't seem very informed about how we're supposed to tell him we're here to do the job
guy have
without
a name
him
tag
shooting
on?
us.
alright. Okay, sorry, that's my apologies. You ask him, you knock on the door, the hat checks, he comes in, he'll yell at you, but you'll say, it's time. He'll look at you funny, you want to raise your hands to make a peace sign, and, that's the code. And
So-
It's
I'm gonna ask
he'll
you,
let you in.
should we actually try to remember this, or can we just say that we do the thing in case we
Write it
forget?
down.
You can probably
a notes
just say you
channel.
remember, but also you do have a notes channel.
We do have a notes channel.
Mm-hmm.
I can say if you guys, but yeah, it's gonna be
What was the third part? I remembered it's time.
Peace sign.
peace sign.
Yeah, I'm a bit tired, so just writing down notes was just not in my brain at the moment.
And
That's what's called shave and a haircut 2 bits.
Yeah,
It is considered to be one of the shortest songs in existence.
that didn't come through, like, at all.
alright. He says one of the shortest songs in existence. But yeah. Got so
Oh, there we go.
the waiter so the waiter like tells you if you guys got the message, and remember we only operate at night. It's late in the afternoon, so just you can have a couple hours, but yeah, that's the job. And
Where are we moving?
well,
Sounds like guns.
weapons. You'll know the locations there. I'm unsure what dead drop specifically needs the movement, but you'll get clarification at the meeting.
Okay, so just to make sure, so we're getting the object at this meeting.
All right. Now what's happening is that you are taking weapons to a dead drop. You'll be told the location and presumably given the weapons at the meeting. You were told the location of this meeting and the time, but you'll be told the item, the cargo, and the location at the meeting. So that's your deal.
Gotcha. All right, and it's at the botanical gardens, as you said.
Botanical Gardens.
The Botanical Gardens.
Botanical Gardens. It's at the it's at a door that's that says it's an security only door.
Sounds interesting. We'll keep it in mind. I'm excited.
You guys got any squidding pasta?
Oh yeah, and he says loud enough for everybody to hear in the restaurant. Yes, we do.
Is that Asian or is that Italian? I actually don't know.
Spaghetti Nero.
I want chicken Alfredo.
Eggplant
bowling, yeah.
Parmesan.
Actually, wait. You know what? You know what? I'll figure out what I'm gonna ask when and if we do this. I guess.
I keep on forgetting. I have this thing where it's like I have to take these pills that I have, and I keep on forgetting I have those pills.
I was about to
in the video game or in the game.
It's part of one of my addiction symptoms.
I was about to like ping you in your Hidden Dice channel. Hey, your pill thingy.
Yeah, like I keep on forgetting to do it. All right,
for withdrawal symptoms.
What?
What is it, like Dr. House of Vicodin?
It's the painkillers. So you take your little like medication with the drink, the painkillers.
And yeah, I'll just get that squidding pasta as well.
Coming right up. Time goes by, you wait, the food is given to you. It's the same waiter. He's like, "Here's your food, everybody. Hope you enjoy the meal, and we look forward to your continued patronage." He walks away after giving you the food.
Zach like just gets to digging in instantly. Oh my god, I love squid pasta so much.
Who the fuck played the fucking Wild Wasteland sound?
Yo.
AC has the ability for us to add sound effects, so I added the Wild Wasteland sound effects.
I feel like I'm gonna need that, actually.
You should get the like the failure.
I feel like since Justin has the funny shit when they fail certain like vocal things, I think when I fail a social instance, it should be the Wild Wasteland.
Yeah, it's so funny. I'm glad you added that, actually. We're gonna need that.
Oh yes, my favorite emoji in the AC Denton hole.
Also here, I thought it was a bit loud, so I made it like a smidge quieter.
I forgot
Okay, that's much better.
Tumblr _MTTM53TJ_X41QI96C0.
Oh my god.
What you should get is the AC. You should get the sound. Oh god, it's so hard to talk over the sound
I'm
effects.
sorry. Okay.
You should get the VTM like failure sound effect. You know what I'm talking about?
I know, I'll have to get that. But in the meantime, you guys enjoy your meal. You guys are kind of enjoying your meal. It's pretty good.
So who is that mysterious stranger anyway?
Y'all.
Reiterated question: did that guy have a name tag?
William. It just said William. That's all it says.
Okay.
William Afton.
Well, this is suspicious. What do you think of this, guys?
You know, I'm coming to the realization I should probably take a nap before I do these sessions.
Should we go as a group or should we go as a small squad?
I mean, okay, so I think the real question we should be asking here is whether or not we should even do this to begin with, because we walked into a random Italian restaurant and a man offered us a chance to ship guns.
I think it could lead us to where
Could be
we
a
need
setup.
to. It could be a setup, but why would he want to set us up?
Who fuck knows?
For his own goals.
There is gang activity in this place.
Yeah,
What
like
if it's Cosa Nostra.
yeah, like there was that whole big news article about how there was gang violence happening, and we've been in here for roughly 5 minutes, and we've already encountered a side effect of what you would describe as gang violence.
Yeah, but this isn't the kind of thing you entrust a bunch of random strangers you just walked in off the street.
Yeah, it is if the random. It may be if the random strangers are talking openly about carrying guns or something.
Okay, we live in America. That's too crazy.
Look,
So this lady's just been following you around for years now because she saw you carrying a gun once?
It's like on and off. Like 1 year it's like nothing. This year so happened to line up with when she does look for my ass. I don't know. She's some
Well, she got
Like,
the hots for you or something?
no.
Should we
Said she's
kill her?
married.
Also, I'm not looking for anyone right now.
I'm sure
Touchy
you are.
subject.
This person sounds like a stalker. I think you should just call the cops on her.
Well, that's the thing. I've tried.
She said her husband's a cop. You might have been lying.
I don't know
I
if.
actually don't know.
I mean, it's not like he has jurisdiction outside of the state.
I mean, shit, I don't know.
If her husband's a cop. I don't even know she's married.
He might have been
I don't know.
lying.
Given our fucking luck, this girl actually died years ago, and now her devious spirit has come here to haunt you in some meaningful capacity.
Zach's just busy slurping up his squid ink pasta.
Oh, wait.
Damn, that
out
got to you fast. Holy shit!
To Wild Wasteland Perk finds out that his stalker's actually a ghost.
Oh wait, not AC, Joshy, do you have a low composure stat going on?
My composure's actually 3.
What the hell was the dice roll that you were doing?
I'll say
Where it was,
Pretty sure it was raw composure.
It was just all composure. I don't have anything in subterfuge.
Oh, really?
I have 3 in Streetwise.
I feel like your character should get some subterfuge.
I mean, you have points to invest.
I have points, but I wanted to stay true and say I'm under leveled. I'm under level after the session.
So, You're all enjoying your meal. When the meal is done, it's like, I would say because like you guys got here later afternoon, it's like 6 p.m. You have like an hour before like the nightfall, but one thing to say, Oliver, it's raining. The rain starts coming down heavy outside. So he comes by, he collects your like receipts and all of that. He's like, here's a receipt, money, yada yada. And on like the receipt, he's like, remember the date. And he just is like, no, he says, you're still gonna, so you guys are you in? Are you out?
Is he here with us?
Yeah, he's at the table.
Okay. Is there anybody around?
It's you guys, but he's saying it like quietly. And
How do we know that you're not fucking with us?
how do I know that you're not well,
Are you a desperate man?
a desperate? No.
I mean, like, I'm just okay. So, like, not to be mean to you or anything, but you just kind of asked several random strangers who happen to be talking about firearms to do a job for you. So either you really need somebody to peddle this shit for you, or this is some kind of scam.
Arkham has good insight, right?
Yeah,
He's actually got a specialty for detecting lies.
well, he says, well, I just wanted to, you guys seem out of town, and you talked about carrying firearms, and I know some people who do just that, and you can help them. And the role the lie detecting, you know, it's the typical. We go back to character creation. Man, I need multiple of these wiki tabs. Goddamn. It's the whole it was like the whole wits plus it's the whole wits
Insight.
plus insight.
What's the difficile?
The difficulty, I would say 4. Or
Is
this
4 meant to be like average difficulty?
average.
Wow.
Yeah, it seems pretty good.
Let's look at this. So you realize with the critical success, you see like a bit like a twitch in his he is lying. He is lying, and because of the critical success, you notice that when he did say that he knew some people, he didn't notice like as much of a shift in his body as he does about everything else. So you know that he does know some dangerous people, but the nature of this job he is kind of lying about.
Is there anything like off about how this guy like looks or acts outside of like the general twitchiness? Like,
Wait,
sure-
does Arkham have a way to react to that first? Does he?
Yeah,
have
no,
any-
that's the better point. Yeah.
So Arkham, you notice that he's kind of like so you notice that he seems to be telling the truth when he says he knows people, but he is lying about the nature of the job. So what is your next move? What is your first reaction?
What is this job?
Oh, it's like I said, you're small.
What is it really?
It's you're
This guy lying to us.
Yeah.
He leans forward and gives him an eye.
Does anybody have good
Going on.
intimidation?
Have pretty good intimidation.
I've got good manipulation, but no intimidation.
he's kind of a little shaken, so I'll give you like a easier a bit of a 3 because this guy is like twitchy and
You start
I
knuckle
like-
cracking.
he's
Can I stand up and like put my arm around his shoulder?
all right. That's a
Like,
difficulty
do
3.
Not Do not fuck with us.
You can do
Okay?
that, but his reaction will depend on an intimidation check of let me close this out. And it was not manip. It is a I would say strength plus intimidation. Because you're like physically grabbing him and tower.
Okay.
And I wouldn't. And you are shorter than him, but you are still like built enough to where like to be like stronger. So it's enough to kind of be off.
What's the difficulty?
3 because he already has been called
3.
out for the lie.
I burn a point of willpower.
Yes, you can.
Okay. And that's reroll failures, correct?
Yep. And
There we go.
say, all right, fine. All right. You're new in town and you talk about carrying guns and we're scared I was scared you're a rifle pusher, so I had to set you up with a meeting with our boss to make sure. He was probably gonna do a little shakedown or God only knows what. I can't honestly get a read on the man sometimes. But yeah, he did want to see you in person. I called him earlier when I went off to the restaurant and let him know that there were some new people talking about carrying weapons, so I didn't get the chance to tell them what you look like, but if that's comfort, but
So you were trying to sell us out.
we were basically I was trying to set you
Sounds
up
like an interview.
interview with the boss, and he was going to see if you were part of the big rival group or if you were desperate for employment.
Well, I'm
Well,
kind of interested in
Appreciate the
employment.
honesty.
I'm kind of interested in employment. What can you tell me about this boss, though? I don't like going into unknown
I could,
circumstances.
Not to cut off my good friend here, but rather quickly, I just kind of wanted to. I feel we've been doing some investigating of our own recently. Nothing into your business per se, but this might seem a bit innocuous, and you're free to blow it off if you want to. But this guy wouldn't happen to have like an iconic piece of clothing, like say, pink tinted sunglasses, now would he?
Oh, that's the boss.
All right, I was on the fucking money. Let's go.
Well, he sounds like an interesting guy. What can you tell us about him?
He's very well, he's a pusher. He's well, while his gang was able to take the territory, he's kind of almost single-handedly the reason why they've kept it. He smuggles around. He's also a bit of very violent. Also, I will warn you. Whatever prediction you may have of how it will go, it is probably wrong. I do not know what your prediction is, but it's probably wrong. I myself, I don't even think the higher-ups can get a read on him. Sometimes he's
No.
able to collect himself, and the other, he kills a man for looking at him funny.
That sounds a bit scary. You mentioned a rival gang, so what can you tell us about them? I don't want to start stepping on feet unless I know I can handle it.
They're powerful. They're the type that rules some stuff more in secret, but we can't tell you the details until you meet with him. We don't know if you know about the truth behind our gang and whatnot.
Well, I don't know about you
Like you
guys,
said, we're
but at the
new in
very least, this
town.
seems like a relatively interesting opportunity on both sides of the coin. And nothing really hurts to just talk to the guy.
We'll consider it.
I don't know. He said he was really unstable. I don't know.
He might.
We'll consider it.
Listen, if you're able to keep quiet unless spoken to, you have like a 60% chance to be fine.
We'll consider it.
All right.
Just to let you know, if something goes bad with him, we're gonna tell him you're the one who brought us in.
Oh, fuck.
You know, just to make sure we don't have any trouble when we get there, how about you? How about we get like a number to call you from, so you know, that way we don't have to worry about getting stopped at the gate or anything like that.
Did we get this
Yeah,
guy's
yeah.
name?
William.
William.
He says, "Oh,
Mhm.
yeah." He says, like, a waiter walks by. He's like, "Oh, here's the tip in your receipt." He hands you like he hands you like the envelope with like the payment method with the purchases and all that. You know, like a typical restaurant, but also snuggled inside the book, right next to any payment method you guys used, is a paper card with his number written on it.
Good.
Yeah.
I'll hold on to this.
You know, it's kind of funny. I'm new to the place, but I might be better at being all secretive than they are. They aren't exactly, quiet.
What do you mean by that?
Well, have you seen the news? I'll just let that speak for itself.
I see.
Alright.
Was that your gang or is that the
Yeah.
other guys?
Oh, the victim was another guy, but the actions was the boss single-handedly.
Hmm.
Jesus.
I
Based off
heard what a friend of mine told me who was a lot more involved, and I can only wish to. And he seemed rather rattled by it. He probably would have quit if he had the option.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think we got all we can out of this dude. You wanna hit the road?
I think we should.
Great.
Sure.
And walks out. You all
Hi.
walk out into the rain. Oh, do you have something you want to do?
No. I think
Oh.
I'm good to go. You wanna talk? Go
I'll
ahead.
continue. So you all are out in the rain.
AC, I'm gonna type something up in the hidden dice channel. I wanted to ask a question, but continue on while I talk.
And as you guys do, let me get a good, like, let me get, like, some ambience. So you've exited the building. You can hear the cars, the rain. It's night and all that. And you remember, well, it's not night, it's like it's 6:37. It's basically like almost about to be around nighttime. So you have enough time for one quick little thing.
Nearing
Guys wanna go get like a milkshake or something before we go?
Are we on the
yes.
bus right now?
You're headed,
Just eat.
What, you don't got room for dessert? I guess you're a little bit older.
you're headed,
I have things
you're
I
out of the
wanna say.
you're out of the restaurant. You're walking towards the bus.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go inside. I'll go
Adam
upstairs.
Adam says, "Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I'm not exactly eager for this meeting, so I'm probably gonna stay behind."
That is more than fine, Adam.
That's probably for the best.
Can we bring up the bus map?
Oh, alrighty then.
Also, while we're doing this, can I use? I want to use kind of like my ordnance stuff. Can I just make like a smoke bomb, effectively?
Alright, let me peep.
You
Let
might
me-
want to get something more incendiary. I think I know who this is.
All right, incendiary grenade, and I'm also gonna use the attribute that I got with me that like makes it so that the things that I have look more innocuous. So that way I can just kind of pass it through any place undetected.
Alright. So composure plus science. difficulty 4. So is the roll for making this.
Alright, so that's composure plus science. That's 6 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
FYI, you guys hear the rain?
Yeah, I hear it.
Yep, we got
Cool.
Sounds good.
Alright, so just making sure, is a success like a 6 or a high, or no, it's like a 7 or a higher, isn't it?
It's a 6 or a higher is a success, but you're in the bus right now, so I'm gonna change the sound.
Okay. So I got a 9, 9, 7, 4, 3, and a 1. I'm gonna burn I'm gonna burn a willpower so that way I can retry the 4, 3, and 1.
Alright. You can do that.
Mm. I'm
You know-
rolling it right now.
I'm gonna consult the lockbox and check out a book from my library edge to see if there's a good way to halt a mage.
Oh.
I burned an additional one, and I got a 10, a 5, and a 1. So then that would be, yeah, so that was 2 willpower down, but eventually I did get the success that I needed.
What was the difficulty?
4.
A 10, a 5, and a 1. That's a. Would that not be a
Well,
failure?
so 7, 7, 9, 10, 5, and 1.
Oh, okay.
So then overall that's a success, yeah, with a crit in there too.
Oh, you were rolling 6 dice?
Yeah, I got +3 to composure, and I got a 3 in composure and a 3 in science.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So you make your incendiary bomb. What edges do you have?
So specifically for ordnance in this case, I have disguised delivery, and that's edges. I have improvised ordnance, and I have improvised gear and ordnance. But for ordnance specifically, I have disguised delivery, and then for improvised gear, there's speed crafting and specialization.
So
Also frugal.
So you also have, so with this, you have like the box, you have like the boxes set up, you have them, disguised, perfectly like neat and arranged. Anybody looking from the outside wouldn't be able to tell.
Perfect, yeah.
Boxes, and because there's a critical successes, it kind of looks like of a similar making of the cargo that they use sometimes, or like the boxes they use to hold their cargo sometimes, so it blends in with their shipments.
Wow, I was not, I think I outdid myself. I kind of just wanted to make like a hand grenade that we could use in case we needed to like get out of here, but like, no, yeah, this is fine too.
So Noir, you're looking at how to halt a mage, correct?
Yeah.
This is a, I would say, Resolve plus Academics. Because mages had a history of having information on them suppressed, I would say it's a higher difficulty. I would say, difficulty 5, but, if you call upon Adam, he might be able to give you some pointers.
Wouldn't it be Malcolm?
I was say Malcolm. I was say Adam was
I'll consult either of them if it helps.
Yeah, you can. You know what, I'll just count them as the singular help. You can consult them, and they can help you.
Like, I feel like Malcolm would have more experience in this kind of thing.
And what would be the effect to that?
The difficulty. I would say. Although the difficulty is at 5, it will give you a free reroll. To consult them. So you can do a willpower free reroll just this once for this.
Well, that's gonna be good for me.
Can you even make this without a crit?
Well, how's that?
If it's a difficulty 5, you would like need a crit to make that plus all successes, wouldn't you?
How is this?
You got a crit.
Yeah, but it didn't. Oh, did he get all successes actually?
Yeah.
No.
Five,
yeah.
8, 7, 6, and a 10.
8, 7, 6, and 10. So that succeeds. So you learn a way that can halt mages is a one weak point of theirs is, you know, you learn a thing that's like consensus or like reality consensus, and it's the reason why casting magic's harder in public, because the people's belief in logic is what makes logic work the way it does. It's why people don't think magic's real, which is why magic's harder to do in public and why most people aren't mages. With this in mind, you have a higher, you learned that in public, you have a higher chance of a bullet, like, hitting him.
I like to think that all mages give an example of what you thought that planes could actually fly. No, it's magic, stupid.
Yeah, it's much. Do you think this? Have you ever wondered why I've never stopped for gas?
Ah,
Oh, okay.
Let's assume there's a backup tank.
Oh, by the way, for the record, just so you guys, because like, I did a very good job on these, and this looks a lot like a crate of guns. This is not. This is bombs, or bombs singular. So we're gonna use this as what I would like to describe as our kind of like getaway situation. If it's going south, and we all like come to a consensus, I'm gonna say the words, "These are not guns," and then I'm gonna open it. It's gonna explode, and then we're gonna book it. All right.
Okay.
All right. I just want to make sure that we have that established.
It's
Yeah.
gonna explode,
safe word?
and then we're gonna book it.
Yeah. No. So like originally the idea was that this is gonna be like a smoke screen. So this will go off, but basically, all right. So just as like a general precaution, when this goes off, we can be right there. Just know that when I say that, you have to hit the deck. And then while everybody else is losing their mind over being on fire, we then make our movements.
How are these
Wait,
not
that's
gonna set us on fire?
You
Yeah, I was
hit
gonna ask
the
the same
ground, like I
thing.
said. Hit the ground.
damn, okay.
I'll decide this.
Like, if we're on the ground and it doesn't kill them all, which it might not, we're gonna be vulnerable.
I will decide this.
You know, stop, drop, and roll. It's like that. Or no, it's like when a fire goes off, you get low because there's more oxygen on the ground, or there's less. Just you know.
I'm afraid of the guys with
okay?
guns.
So, as you're playing,
How about I give it like a timer then?
you realize that night's showing near. You won't be late. As you're like,
I want to bring up though, like, I'm pretty sure I know who this is. Okay, so back in Martinsville, I got in contact with somebody with my group, and they mentioned the guy with pink glasses could be part of a group known as the Sabbat, a group of vampire supremacists who tend to be much more violent. If I take a guess, that probably means their rival is the Camarilla, a much more organized group. I'd be very careful with these people. And I was also requested to take this guy out.
Wait, hold on. Where are we again? Just outside.
We're in the bus.
Bus?
that's
Okay.
that's why the rain is hitting a window.
Well, I mean, like,
And why the bus map is up.
anywhere, but
Well-
interior. But like,
Okay.
so like,
Okay, so-
Seven's gonna go, huh? To the mention of the Camarilla.
I'm sure you know them.
Well, for being completely honest, they're the ones who killed my parents.
I wouldn't be surprised. They kill a lot of people. And the Sabbat kills even more.
Only thing I know about them is that they're both assholes.
So, I would like to take this guy out whenever possible. I was told to be careful if we get into contact with him.
Well, bring a steak, I guess.
That might be a good idea. Although it could also be conspicuous if we're searched.
I mean, if you want to, we can put it in. You can put it in the bomb box.
Are we going to attack upon meeting them, or are we going to try to get into their good graces first?
You know, that's probably the better point, because like if we can play the long con, then we can take out both Camarilla and the Sabat.
Maybe. I'm not going to worry too much about the Camarilla right now. I was told specifically to deal with this guy. And I don't know if his entire group is Sabat or if it's just him. Then again, the waiter did mention something about a secret of theirs, which is almost certainly the spiky fanged elephant in the room.
Hmm.
So we got bloodsuckers.
We do.
Hmm.
I don't know how many of their group is going to be ghouls or how much is going to be the true-blooded guys. If it is the true-blooded guys, or even ghouls, we, as a group, are probably going to be outmatched. Physically, at least.
So at the very least, we
we
should
even
probably.
bother meeting up with these guys.
I think it would be good for us to get in the door, at least a little bit. I know that sounds weird, but if we can play a long con, then we don't even need to do like a big scuffle like we did last time. Okay, let me rephrase that. We can whittle down our scenarios in which we could potentially take out this guy to the point where it's just him. Because like if we go there and there's like a big meeting, then that's going to be kind of a problem, you know.
Now, should we go as a small group, or should we go as the full group? I don't think if there's a lot of people there and they're all juiced, it's not gonna matter probably if we're as a group. If it's a small amount, we could probably take them, possibly.
Either way, I think I should probably go with, considering the fact that I kind of got us into this mess in the first place.
How good are you at lying?
Well, as you can see, not that well.
That's worrying, but I could possibly lie for you.
Look, Zach, or not? No, sorry, wrong person. Look, Seven. It's not that hard to lie if you believe what you're saying yourself.
Are you good at lying?
Apparently, to the dice bot, no.
What the fuck is a dice bot?
You weren't supposed to hear that. That was my player talking.
God.
So, I was thinking possibly bringing Seven and Jerry, the muscle and the secretive man, and the rest can possibly be in the bus.
You sure about this?
I made the bomb.
I can probably take the bomb. Do you trust yourself in front of the vampire supremacists?
I
The guys that can juggle dumpsters?
I run an accounting firm. It can't be that different.
Alright, we'll bring Steph. She seems confident. Does anybody else want to come? Or do you want to hang back? We can go as a group.
There's not much I can contribute there, honestly.
Well, if we're gonna go with everybody, I don't know. Dr. Tim, do you want to come?
I was thinking I can always hang around outside if I need to.
Maybe. Maybe he'll only want some of us to come. You know what? Let's go as a group.
Never wouldn't hurt.
But we should probably try to seem like ne'er-do-well. We should probably leave also the signs that we know what they are behind. So we should probably avoid stakes unless we can really hide them. I'm going to assume they're probably going to do some sort of check on us. They probably will expect weapons. We are ne'er-do-wells. But I don't think that they'll expect vampire hunting weapons.
So,
Alright, I guess we're good to go then.
the double check, are you guys, is everybody going, or is this just going to be Virgil, Seven, and Jerry?
I think it's everybody.
Yeah, we all,
We're all going. Alright.
Yeah.
Do you want
except
to...
for Arkham.
do you
Arkham's
want to...
hanging back.
Oh, is Arkham hanging back? I thought he was following along.
Well, I mean, he's gonna fall. He's not gonna go in with you, but he's gonna hang outside.
Should we
Arkham will
call
stay
it...
in reserve until the shooting starts.
should we call it there? Because this sounds like it might be a scary moment, and we might want to level up beforehand.
That sounds like a good point.
I
to
do
call it for now.
want to have one scene before we end. All right.
No.
All right.
All right. So, you all walk into the building. You do your code. The security guard looks at you. He's like, "Oh, you're the lot. You're the lot the waiter called. We're expecting you." You all enter the building. Inside, and you go through. And you see gardens, plants, but the roof, and then you see this when you go through, but behind that even further, the roof is sealed off. And something about the plants seem off. Something about them feels like they're unnatural. That the plants themselves, there's just, you can't shake an off feeling, but you keep going through that. Eventually, you see a table, and you see various figures standing around. Standing around the meeting. And as you do, you see a guy in the back. His face is just a little off. And then as you all look at him, he moves his eyes to his right, your left. And you see a man sitting in a chair. A man with the all too familiar pink glasses. So you're the ones I've been hearing about. And that is where I am ending the session.
Holy
All right, is this a Breaking Bad character? I don't know. You guys have been on the Breaking Bad
This is
kick the last
This is
couple
the
weeks.
this is the Tuco adjacent character.
I
Yes.
was thinking, is this Tico Salamanca?
I don't know. I still have not watched Breaking Bad.
Tuco adjacent and Shiro Yabu have entered the chat.
Every time you
Four
got
episodes in where Walter kills that guy.
every time you said pink glasses guy, I could only think of like the Don Flamingo guy or whatever his name is from One Piece.
Don Quixote?
No, it's like Don Flamingo, I think.
Don Quixote do
Flamenco?
Flamingo.
Oh, okay. I don't think they called him that in the English version.
Hmm.
Did they?
Del Flamenco.
Don
I've
Quixote.
read.
Don
I'm
Flamingo.
caught up on One Piece.
Did they call him that in the dub? I've only ever heard him
Yeah,
called
that's
Don
well,
Flamingo.
they don't refer to him by his like surname usually. No, they just call him Doflamingo or Doffy.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I've only ever heard him. You're probably right. Okay, I looked him up. Yeah, you are right. Yeah, that's the guy I kept on imagining in my head whenever you said pink glasses.
Yeah. I
do like the malicious aura that you've placed around this guy.
I'm digging your coloring style.
Very
thank
Disco
you.
Elysium.
Thank you.
These double horns, kind of.
I was saying, I wanted the abstract like shapes on top of his head to almost feel like devil horns. And if you notice, the red like symbol behind him kind of forms the Sabat like Ankh logo.
I don't know what
I
the
see,
Sabat
I see.
logo looks like.
Let me go
If I had
grab.
to guess, it probably
Would
looks
you
like an
like
Ankh.
Well, I mean the Camarilla Ankh. At least I assume that's the Camarilla one. The main logo of VTM looks like a very particular looking Ankh.
I will say, I just now realized I used the older version. I forgot they slightly changed it in 5e. This is what it looked like. This is the one I based it off of.
That's pretty fucking sick
Wire.
I wanted
Why?
I wanted to at least end the session with like his like big introduction and his CG before. But yeah, that was although messy, I found out the new tech and things went a lot smoother. But that was yeah.
That Ankh, the top part looks like it's like some sort of evil man fantasy sword hilt.
It does.
Yeah.
This
Whenever-
looks like a weapon
whenever-
from Kingdom Hearts.
Whenever Robot's sword draws blood, it looks like this then. It's secretly a Sabat sword.
It's just a well-made steel sword.
I know, I'm joking.
So Yeah.
I
Today
think
we
this
have
was our
established
most.
I was gonna say today we have established that Seven's a bit to be the normal dude is dead, and now he will be the weird gag character.
I think this was
mostly.
our most bit heavy episode yet.
Uh.
Like there
Where's
was
the
a significant
Harambe?
part of that early set of the early part of the session that was just bits. People kept on getting hung up on bits.
I mean, but that's
Look,
it's a good way to kind
it's
of
not
give our
bad.
characters like more character.
I'm not like shitting on or anything. It's just I thought it was funny how long we hung on like the
Harambe bit.
Germa parts and the other parts.
Uh.
You know what brings them to the stream? The funny bits. That's what's really important, everybody. The bits!
Sometimes it's good to have levity. It also adds character.
I'm not against the bits. I'm not against the bits.
But
I want to be stupid.
the characters you have been introduced to have been William, Mr. Pink, Glasses, and
Mr. P.
Mr. Pink.
and the strange-looking bald man.
Clowns to the left of me, Junkers to the right. Here I am.
So, what do you think of this man?
I don't know. I didn't watch Breaking Bad.
Malicious entity. For the
Malicious
record, he
entity,
does not. He does not look like Tuco Salamanca. It's not really like a Breaking Bad character.
Oh.
For the record, Tuco does not really have that dense of hair.
Yeah.
What does this man look like? I don't know how to spell that.
Here, I'll get it. Here, that's
That's
Tuco.
Okay.
Look at that! I mean, I can kind of see a little bit of Tuco in him.
For the boys, i.e., the people watching the stream back home, AC is deeply in love with Tuco Salamanca.
Does this
I will
man
not
wear pink
elaborate any
glasses?
further. No, that believe it or not, AC has decided to add his own style and flair.
Okay. I thought it was the pink glasses that was the giveaway too, this being another character.
No, it's the way that he kept going. It's the way that he made him sound like Tuco.
Oh.
I didn't think he sounded that much like Tuco, did he?
No, not really.
He had one line.
Also, Joshy, you should probably up your subterfuge if you were going to be like secret paranoid man. You know, play your own character. This is just my advice. I don't want to tell you how to level up. It just seems like you might be in scenarios where that might be
How much
needed.
XP did we get, by the way?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, when we consult the chart, the last time it was 4. Because I might make this like a 5 or a 6. Let me consult the guide.
I can't believe how many times I've failed at trying to hack into this money card.
Money card.
Yes, the money card.
Have you tried the money card?
I'm trying so much for the money card.
Only stupid people use the money card.
Obviously, that's a standard experience. The fast pace into the super. I'd say 6 because you guys kind of got right to the quarry in a meeting room the first session.
6.
Were you
Damn,
expecting
okay.
us to not?
No, I was expecting you to see him, but I was expecting 5. I wasn't expecting you guys to teach me the new tech about that's why.
No, wait, sorry. Did you say you did or didn't expect us to meet the quarry?
I did expect you to meet him one way or another. I will say, I did have a different way of meeting him in mind, but I will not reveal what that is because you'll be seeing it through a entirely different context.
Ah, I see. All right.
Yeah.
I don't really have much to say on this session. It's a good session.
I
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed my time.
I too enjoyed myself.
Like,
You sure did, Wongi.
Wonky?
Yeah, I remember when I was making the sample test text for that game I'm working on. Yeah, I said
Alright,
I too
Wongi.
am here, and then the character said, "You sure are, Wongi."
Did you make him a PNG of Wilson too?
No, I just made it I just grabbed like PNGs of guys in suits.
Oh, okay.
And by that I mean fake PNGs to make it even worse.
Well, does anybody have anything to say on this session?
Fortnite Battle Pass.
Chicken jockey.
Water bucket.
I'm gonna kill
released.
Roboot.
A video against a water bucket.
Robert, did you even see that movie?
Not yet.
Oh, I was gonna
I
ask
got
if it was good.
I
We are
really should.
Unrelated to that thing. I'll say this is like the streaming closing thoughts and all that.
Yeah, I don't got much. We went to the spaghetti restaurant. We went to the spaghetti restaurant. We went to Italian restaurant,
Wow.
and then we achieved the guy.
Am I some kind of joke to you?
Devin is going to progressively get not but like it is funny that it's like, yeah, I'm gonna play 7. He's gonna be normal. He's slightly weird.
You what do you mean? You said that you were going to have him burn off his fingerprints at one point.
And-
You eventually didn't, but you also have your like replaceable souls.
But like
You
yeah,
don't have a phone. You were born in like you were raised in the
Replaceable
fucking
soul,
forest
what,
on a
you choose?
compound.
that was not a part of that character. You made that up.
Wait, didn't you say you were gonna that was one of the original plans?
No.
Oh, I thought you said that you were thinking about burning, like having your character have his fingerprints burned
Well,
off.
I thought like, well, that was an idea because like
Yeah,
not
that's what I
leaving any
meant.
fingerprints, but I found out in reality that's not how it works.
Yeah, that's what I
Like,
said.
that
It was
doesn't
like one of
work
the
in real
ideas.
life, so like I threw that out.
Yeah, I that's what I said. One of the original
Well,
ideas.
the
that you
forest
threw.
compound thing, that was never a part of it.
Oh, I thought you said like you were. I thought you said you were something about like not being born in civilization or raised in civilization or something.
No, what?
What did you say that you were like raised in? Then you said like you were raised
Oh, I
somewhere.
said I was like raised by my like uncle, or I said it was like 7 was raised by his uncle, and like he spent most of his time like learning like military shit, military-esque things from a disgruntled like I guess Gulf War, or not? Yeah, Gulf War veteran.
When was
That
the
would be
Gulf War?
That would be the the early.
90s. Well, what would be like in the 80s?
Nam? Oh, am I?
Nom?
No, Nam ended in the late 60s.
I don't know why I thought that was like 70. I got confused for another thing. I know there was something that was in the 70s and 80s.
During the 80s would be the Falklands War, the Iran-Iraq War, the Soviet-Afghan War, or the Lebanon War.
There was a lot of wars.
You would still be like in the
Too many
Middle
wars,
East, I
even.
guess.
Operation Eagle Claw.
Can we
War
blame
never
George Bush for
changes.
those?
We can blame George Bush for a
I'm
lot
not sure
of
George
things.
Bush was in control at that point.
Which guy was?
In the 80s, probably Reagan. Depends on which party.
Ah.
See, what I do know is that Dick Cheney made money off the Iraq War.
I think we don't have much to say. Should we just end the stream there?
Fortnite Battle Pass.
We don't like you, George Bush. We don't like you at all. You are a bad man.
This is a firmly liberal thing. Sorry to burst your
The
bubble.
American invasion of Grenada.
Sorry to burst your
Do modern
balls.
Republicans even like George Bush at this point?
Who
He's
knows?
pretty old by now. People don't really. I mean, he's like super retired. Nobody cares.
Like, didn't he leave the
When's the
office
last
with like
time
a
George Bush said
31%?
anything that
Certainly a war
anybody paid
criminal,
attention to?
I mean,
This is-
who isn't a war criminal in this day and age?
This is Hunter, the road trip, and hope you enjoyed. And I look forward to our little meeting. And